back again to the channel, guys. The president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama.
Ghana is planning to exit the IMF for good. In simple terms, Ghana is planning to stop borrowing from the IMF.
A statement that they will be leaving IMF this April. Yes, you guys know the IMF has been going around looking for a way to initiate different countries to, give them loans and make them feel indebted to them. But Ghana has cleared their debts. Same thing Burkina Faso. In fact, IMF even gave out loan to Burkina Faso to.
Breaking news, this will shock you. IMF is now begging Burkina Faso for partnership. They sent their delegate in Burkina Faso to actually beg Captain Ibrahim Traore to actually take their loans. But Traore went ahead and refused. And it's turning out they're literally surprised on how Burkina Faso is actually developing, growing so fast without their aid, but with only taxpayers' money and the resources that are within Burkina Faso. And it is a clear message to other democratic elect nations that you can maneuver, you can grow so fast without these Western loans. If you actually take a good care of what you're getting within your nation, the taxpayers' money and the resources that are within the nation. And it's turning out a year ago, IMF actually went ahead and said that these Sahel nations, they can never maneuver without them the moment they exited IMF. But today, the IMF is begging them to actually go back for partnership. But the door are already closed. Burkina Faso is no longer going back with other Sahel nations.
For them to take and develop their country, but they rejected it. So Ghana right now have decided to finally leave IMF after clearing all their debt. Yes. They said they do not want to be indebted to IMF again, that they are actually tired because they don't want it. They don't want it. Yes, I'm going to be sharing the video for you all to watch. Please, as you're watching, do it to like, share, and subscribe.
Africa is waking up. Seriously. The Ghanaian president has officially announced that Ghana is beginning the process to exit the IMF. You heard that right. Ghana is beginning the process to exit the IMF program. And that is great news, not only for Ghana, but for Africa. Because across this continent, countries under IMF programs rarely progress economically. They stagnate. IMF programs restrict governments. They reduce spending, they delay development, and ordinary Africans carry the burden. High taxes, fewer jobs, less support. So when a country exits the IMF, it is not just an economic event. It is a political and developmental opening. A chance to invest in Africans, not just service debt. But I want us to be clear about something. Exiting the IMF is not success by itself. It only creates space. So what matters is what African leaders do with that space. And this should be an eye-opener for other African leaders to do the same, because Africa does not need permanent stabilization. Africa needs transformation. So leaving the IMF is the beginning and not the destination. Thank you all for watching this, and drop your thoughts in the comments.
Guys, not only leaving the IMF, even their cocoa. The Ghanaian government said they would not be exporting their cocoa. And
Ghana president has made me proud. Ghana president has made me proud. I can now hit my chest and say, yes, I'm an African woman. Ghana president has done it again, guys. Ghana president literally said that there is no longer exportation of cocoa from Ghana to foreign countries. That every single thing, both the mineral resources, the processed one, the unprocessed one, we are going to be doing it in Ghana. And this will create more job opportunities to Ghanaians, right? This is a good start. This is a good start. This man is literally ready to fix Ghana. Exactly what Ibrahim Traore is doing. I love this. Oh my God. Ghanaians, your president, President John, is a good man. Honestly. These white folks have literally taken, as far as I'm concerned, all in the name of they are trying to help us. They're trying to help African countries. We will be exporting to them. Now, no more. Cocoa remains in Ghana. If you need it, come to Ghana. Come and get it. Pay money. We will refine it. We will do everything in Ghana. God bless Ghana president. Drop it.
There are issues, and I'll just give one example from Ghana. Just before I left, we have a crisis in our cocoa sector. We set a producer price for the farmer. At the time we set the price of cocoa on the international market was 7,200. We have a policy in Ghana where we give the farmer 70% of the world market price. The other 30% is used for administration, to supply fertilizers to the farmers, to provide scholarships for their children and all that kind of thing. The CD's value was 11.5 CDs to $1. After we set a producer price, the world market price has declined to 4,200. The CD has appreciated in value to 10.7 to the dollar. And so suddenly it means that for every ton you buy at the producer price, you have a gap. And so we'll be losing. And so we held a crisis meeting and we took decisions. And one of the major problems is that to buy cocoa from our own farmers, we rely on funding from outside. And you know what the collateral for the funding is? Our own cocoa beans. So you have to collateralize the beans to the financier, buy the beans and just ship them, and they pay you the international market price. So one of the key decisions we've taken is that we're going to stop foreign funding for the purchase of our cocoa. We are going to raise domestic bonds. We have enough CDs in Ghana to pay for our cocoa. We're going to raise domestic bonds, buy our own cocoa. We don't need to collateralize the beans. I know the interesting part. We have the capacity to process 400,000 tons of those beans, processing capacity in Ghana. But because the beans are collateralized, we cannot even allocate those beans to the local processors. We have to ship all the beans outside. Now, if we buy the beans ourselves, we can take 400,000 tons out of the beans and give to our local processors to add value. That is what the Accra research is about. I say by 2030, there are not going to be any raw mineral ores leaving Ghana. You're not going to ship manganese ores out of Ghana raw. You're not going to ship bauxite ore out of Ghana raw. You're not going to ship iron ore out of Ghana raw. You must process all that locally. That is the only way we can provide opportunities for our young people. Our young people are not as patient as our generation. They want to see that progress and prosperity today. And that is why Accra Research has that urgency that we need to implement in order that we stop our young people from braving the dangers of the Sahara and the Mediterranean to try to get to Europe to look for opportunity. And so I want to say thank you to all of you who found time to attend. And as we said, this is the Addis reckoning. From Addis, we must stop the talking and we must start implementing. Thank you very much.
If you want to get cocoa, come down to Ghana, come and buy, pay. No longer exporting to refine. We're going to be doing everything here in Ghana. That is what the president of Ghana has said. And it is a stamp. So enough of these Westerners exploiting us, enough of them coming into our country, taking our resources, feeling like they have arrived at there is nothing good we Africans can produce, except that without them we cannot do anything. Thinking without their money, Africans cannot stand. But the president of Ghana is one president that all African countries should emulate. If all African countries can be able to safeguard their resources, just like the way the president of Ghana is doing, there will be no way these Westerners can be able to have access to our resources, to our gold, to our oil, to our crude oil, to our lithium. So when you safeguard it and remove their eyes and hands from it, there will be no way they can be able to have access to us. But if they keep giving you loans as Africans, they keep loaning you. So which mouth will you have to tell them we cannot give you out our resources again? You can't, because you're already indebted to them. You already have loans and loans you've collected. I'm just pitying my country, Nigeria, because very soon, I don't know, maybe it's Chinese people that will come and buy Nigeria, or is it America that will come and buy, because there are a lot of loans on our neck. Like the president of Nigeria keep taking loan and loan every day. We are not even seeing the result of the loan. So Nigeria at this point, I don't know when they're going to leave IMF, because they are stuck. They're even indebted to Chinese, like Chinese loan, American loan, France loan. Other countries are looking for a way to live. Nigeria is busy borrowing. Hey, what? Well, God bless the president of Ghana and the president of Burkina Faso. These two leaders are the ones that are making Africa proud. In fact, they don't want any Westerners in their country. They don't want them to be mining their resources. It's enough. It's enough. And that is a good move. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this actually a good move, or do you think you should, keep borrowing money from the IMF? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.